defensive end Deonte Gibson, linebacker Collin Ellis, safety Ibrahiem Campbell, and defensive tackle Sean McEvilly. Once again, if you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring a microphone.
As Collin and any of you guys want to chime in on this, but you were coming up with a lot of turnovers early in the season. You were scoring off those takeaways. That started to dry up. What happened there, and how do you get back to that kind of mentality?
As far as it drying up, I mean, it just, certain balls don't bounce our way in certain situations. I think that we weren't really stressing as much of, ripping the ball out, stuff like that, stuff that we're really trying to take accountability for this offseason. And yeah, I mean, we kind of developed that culture towards the beginning of the season, and towards the end it kind of started to die off a little bit. But, that's something that we're really being focused on this season as well. Yeah, and just whether it's charting the amount of rip attempts that we're having in practice, making the big plays in practice, stuff like that. So.
It was a tough year last year. Going through an injury, that was the first, significant time I've missed. And, it was just a drive this whole offseason. But it also showed that we need to improve our younger guys. And I think this offseason, our younger guys hit the weight room. And Coach Hoot and the sports performance staff did a great job, and we've gotten a lot stronger. And, there's going to be injuries this season, every season. And it's just we need to have guys to step up. And so I think we've all been driven by that.
Sean, you just talked about how you were trying to help prepare younger guys coming into the season because of what happened last year. And this is a question for everyone. What have you guys been doing to help prepare these younger players in case they do step in?
Well, it was just started in the winter. When we came back, we were all pissed off because we didn't go to a bowl game, and we just started in the weight room and just kept on pushing them, whether it was in the weight room or on the field, and then in the film room, just everything. We can't have just mess around or be unaware of certain situations, like when you're finishing a drill. Just catch them up to par to where we were, because we have 2-3 years of experience on the field, and they have to make up for that since they haven't been on the field. So, and I think they've done a great job.
I think also, to add in on that, I think building relationships also has a positive correlation with, bringing people along as far as in the football sense. So that's one thing that we've really harped on. We have made it on our mind to get out there and be with these guys and to, eat lunch with our position groups, stuff like that. So that directly correlates with how we play on the field as well.
For all you guys, just can you talk about the experience that you guys have come back on the defense and on the team as a whole, and how excited that makes you guys going forward?
It's really exciting just to know that guys have been out there with you, have been through the fire kind of in a sense. So it's kind of good and reassuring to know that you have guys out there like that, guys that won't panic under intense situations and know how to handle them. And then on top of that, having guys with experience kind of helps to bring along those guys that maybe don't have the same experience. So it's good in that respect, so that those guys are kind of preparing as if they were starters, maybe without the same experience, but just are mentally prepared when the moment comes.
Can you comment on what do you guys have to prove this year? I mean, what's really kind of motivating you guys?
I would really say it's somewhat of a redemption, because we went 5-7 last year after coming off a great season in which we lost 3 close games that we could have easily ended up in the Big Ten championship, competing for more. But it's really a big road of just proving to ourselves that we know we should be at the top of this conference, and it's just time now to show everybody what we already know.
Yeah, I think just to add on to that, just to show the Big Ten who the Northwestern Wildcats are, and that we're going to be one of the best defenses in the Big Ten this year.
Excuse me. Ibrahiem, the coaches have talked a lot about the versatility on defense. How might we see that used? How is that an advantage?
It's a huge advantage just being able to know that whatever you do, you're kind of not weak in any area. I think we're strong in all 3 levels, and that kind of doesn't really put any limits on what we can do defensively in that.